These top 3 boxes right here.
Miss Campbell?
Yes, sweetheart?
You're not recording.
I just started recording. Can you see the diamond shapes up there on your board?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just started recording, so we're good. I'm recording on the iPad, honey, not on Zoom. So what I want you guys to do is look at these 3 boxes up here that are all the way filled out and try and figure out what the pattern is. And write the pattern down on your piece of paper or in the chat box. If you're in class, write it down on a piece of paper. If you're in Zoom, write it down in the chat box. And try and tell me what the pattern is and how the numbers are related. I just want you to look at that and try and figure that out. Take a few minutes and try and figure out how those numbers are related to each other, because they are. They're all related to each other. Well, the numbers in each box are related to each other, or diamond, because they're kind of diamond shaped, right? So I want you to kind of look at those and see how they're related to each other. And it's the same relationship, by the way. If you figure out one box, it should work for the other 2 boxes. So go ahead and try and figure that out, and then type it in the chat box, or write it on your piece of paper if you're in class, because you don't have to be on your computer. That was very good, Zoe. Very good. So basically what she said is that 3 times 5 equaled 15, right? And then 3 plus 5 equaled 8. Well, does that relationship work in the other 2 boxes? That's what we need to make sure. We need to make sure it works in all the boxes. So is 4 times 6 24?
Yes.
Yeah, good. And how about 4 plus 6? Is that equal to 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then now we got to check the last one. Last one's a little harder because it's got some negatives in it, right? So what about negative 5 times 3? Does that equal negative 15?
Yeah.
Yeah. And negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. So for all of our boxes, and we have a lot of boxes, by the way, we're looking for that relationship. So if I go to the next number 1 down here, and I'm trying to do that same relationship, right? I'm going to add to be up here, and I think that's what Roberto put in there for me. Oh, yes, very good, Roberto. 4 plus 4 is going to be what? 8, right? I'm going to add the 2 numbers. And to get the bottom number, what am I going to do? Multiply. So 4 times 4 is 16. Is that okay? Does everyone understand that? Not too bad? So now we're going to do the same thing for number 2, right? So I'm going to add to be the top number and multiply to be the bottom number. So 5 plus 7 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 5 times 7 is 35. Very good, you guys. And then for the number 3 box, we're doing exactly the same thing, right? We're going to add and we're going to multiply. So 2 times negative 3 is 2 times negative 6. So sorry. And then I'm going to say 2 plus a negative 3. So I'm going to subtract them, right? Negative 1. How was that? Was that okay? Get Zuri, does that make sense, honey? Okay, not too bad, right? So now let's look. Oh, number 4, 5, and 6 are a little different. They gave me what it adds to and what it multiplies to, and now I need to find the 2 numbers. So I need to find 2 numbers that multiply to be 32 and add to be 12. So what 2 numbers on number 4 would multiply to be 32 and add to be 12? A little harder, right? Because we're doing it backwards. So what do you guys think? What 2 numbers multiply to be 32?
3 and 4.
3? No, so it needs to multiply to be 32, not 12. Add to be 12, multiply to be 32. 3 and 4 multiply to be 12. Does that make sense, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So what multiplies to be 32? If you don't know, guys, just get out your, so sorry, calculator. Or what I can do is I have a lovely multiplication table that I can put into the into Canvas. It's like I hope I can find it. It's like a 20 by 20, and it can help you, you like go in to find the 32 and then find out what it multiplies to be. But you got to think about what multiplies to be 32. So if I was going to do it on my calculator, I'd just start dividing by stuff. And then like 32 divided by 2 is, I'm going to do it in my head, 16. So is 16 plus 2 12? Well, no, that doesn't work. So now I'm going to try another probably even number because it ends in 2. So I'm going to probably try even numbers first just because it ends in an even number. Oh, Zoe, good. 4 times 8, yeah. And 4 plus 8 is 12, right? So that's going to be 4 and 8 because 4 times 8 is 32 and 4 plus 8 is 12. Nice job. Does that make sense? And then we're going to do the same thing on number 5. I need 2 numbers that multiply to be 24 and add to be 11. So a little hint, if it has to add to be an odd number, one of them has to be an odd number, right? So it can't be 2 even numbers that add to be an odd number. So it has to be an even and an odd. So yes, Roberto, good. 8 and 3. 8 times 3 is 24 and 8 plus 3 is 11. Good job. And then the last one, number 6, the last one we're going to do together, I should say, because the rest of them you guys are going to do for homework and turn in. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So what multiplies to be 16 and adds to be negative 10? Ooh. We threw a negative in there. Multiplies to be 16, adds to be negative 10. What do you guys think? Oh, I guess I should put that in there. Multiply, add. Yes, Roberto, very good. Negative 8 and negative 2. So negative 8 times negative 2 multiplies to be positive 16, and negative 8 plus negative 2 is negative 10. Nice job. Okay, so basically what you're going to do, and I'm going to show you guys this. We don't need to record.